And it is the first day in the month of June, and I'm very glad to be here. Welcoming you to Razep Africa Show of Razep Media on Global TV this wonderful morning. Happy New Month. Meanwhile, I'm not here alone, so Joy Asanye joins me this morning, and we're going to be talking a whole lot about what's happening in Africa, and of course, we'll also bring it down to Nigeria. But let's start with some conversations this morning. Let me come over to you, Joy. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Happy
It's
New
always
Month.
exciting. It's always exciting to be here, of course. And Happy New Month.
Yeah.
I said that to someone. It's like it's such a Nigerian thing. Nobody remembers it's a new month, and there's a hula baloo. Your phones are all,
Yeah, of course.
You're
That's true.
inundated with several Happy New Month. But it's a Nigerian thing. It's an African thing, and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Happy
definitely,
New Month to
definitely.
everyone. It's June.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
June.
believe that
It's
2026
June.
is already?
It's already in June.
We are here already.
Oh,
Wow.
little wonder why politicians, I don't know why I keep talking about them, but maybe because, of course, they're leaders. No, little wonder why already, before we could know when it was, they had already started talking about 2027, even 2025. So, because, of course, it looks as though the year runs
Yeah.
very, very fast and quickly. So, Joy, once again, Happy New Month.
Happy New Month to you too, and Happy New Month to everyone. I'm hoping that this month will come with blessings, will come with protection, and above everything, get the young children that were abducted out of captivity.
Yeah.
That's something I cannot
Very
get my
important.
mind out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important. And you know, Joy, I'm thinking the new month, the month of June, comes with a whole lot because it actually came just after our Muslim brothers ended their prayers and the children's celebration.
Absolutely.
And then here are we
Absolutely.
in the new month. Let me welcome you once again to the month of June as we get started. Begin today in Nigeria. And this is the African News Update, where the opposition Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, has named Peter Obi as a presidential candidate for the 2027 election, setting up a rematch of the three-way contest that defined the 2023 poll. Obi will again face Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC, and Atiku Abubakar of the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. The former two-term governor of the southeastern Anambra State was declared candidate by the relatively new NDC, which officially registered in February. Mr. Obi named Mr. Rabiu Kwankwaso as his running mate as the vice presidential candidate. Meanwhile, Obi won 25% of the votes in the last poll on the back of his social media-driven obedient movement, coming third after Atiku. In other parts of Africa now, lawmakers in Benin have unanimously adopted a reform which strengthens the fight against fake banknotes. It also increases penalties against traders and individuals refusing to accept notes and coins issued by the Central Bank of West African State, which includes those that are slightly damaged but still valid. Fines and prison sentences are planned for those who refuse legal tender or who apply excessive fees to exchange them. The new law also provides for prison sentence of 10 to 20 years for people involved in the counterfeiting or falsification of banknotes and coins. In addition, they may be fined up to 10 times the value of the seized currency, with a minimum of 20 million francs CFA. And the crackdown on the circulation of the fake banknote has also been strengthened. The president of the Finance Committee told Parliament the bill was part of modernization of sanctions and to take into action new forms of financial crime. Now, counting is underway in Guinea after Sunday's legislative and municipal elections. The vote marks a new step towards the return of democratic rule after the 2021 coup that brought President Mamadi Doumbouya to power. 7 million of votes were eligible to elect 147 members of parliament, but the turnout was reportedly low in the capital, Conakry, and the central city of Labe. Most candidates were drawn from the presidential camp after the government dissolved the main opposition parties in March. One opposition party, the Democratic Front of Guinea Frontec, which placed second in the presidential election in December with a 6.6% vote share, denounced an assault on one of its candidates in the central town of Mahmoud. The party said the Abdoulaye Bandaba Dalo was attacked in a restaurant on Saturday evening by two hooded individuals on a motorcycle. The campaign unfolded peacefully but turned out in polls taking place just days after the major religious holidays of Eid al-Adha, where Guineans gathered with their families. But still, campaign posters of Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Prosperity Party line the road leading to his birth town of Bashasha, where he is a local hero. Residents point to the recent development project as signs of change has been seen despite its modest size. The town benefits from the modernization project and construction works that Abiy has done in the main devoted of the major cities and certain specific remote areas. Houses and a library have sprung up, and numerous brand new small shops line the impeccable way of the road, the nearest major town in Oromia. Meanwhile, initially feted globally for his democratic reforms, the 2009 Nobel Prize Peace laureate then presided over a civil war in Tigray and ongoing ethnic insurgencies. Still on Ethiopia, Ethiopia went to the polls on Monday with the Prosperity Party PP of incumbent Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed set for a landslide win. In power since 2018, Abiy is criticized for growing authoritarian and a crackdown on dissent, in contrast to his early years in power, where he won the Nobel Peace Prize for mending relations with neighboring Eritrea. Opposition parties and analysts fear this election will be even less and lesser open than previous that was seen by opposition disarray. As the Democratic Republic of Congo continues its fight against Ebola, women are in the front line. In the last outbreak, women accounted for 2/3 of cases due to their traditional role in many communities. According to a statement published by UN Women last week, women have been overrepresented in Ebola death for the last 50 years, and health workers say this outbreak will likely follow the same pattern. On Sunday, authorities said the number of confirmed cases in the DRC has risen to 282, the vast majority in Ituri province, 15 in the North Kivu, and 3 in the South Kivu. Furthermore, Uganda has also confirmed 9 cases of the virus, but 5 patients have recovered from the disease. And lastly, but still on health, the World Health Organization Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus on Sunday attended the opening of a new Ebola treatment center in the eastern Congolese city of Bunia. The provincial capital of Ituri is the epicenter of the current outbreak of a rare strain of the virus, which is spreading faster than the response despite better organized health facilities and aid arrivals. Speaking at the opening of the Terrors held 5 recoveries from the deadly virus, the first of which was documented on Friday. The virus, the current kind of Ebola, has no approved specific treatment or vaccine. Furthermore, the Congolese government say a team of doctors and nurses will be sent to staff the facility, including intensive care specialists with Kinshasa and a local team composed of government partners. Meanwhile, the facility will admit all Ebola patients from in and around Bunia. And that is where we draw the curtain for African News Update this morning on Razep Africa. We'll take you now to the discussion segment. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. I am Wime and Nete. Good morning.